Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Before starting our today's topic of discussion, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and please do like and share my video. So today's topic of discussion is polynomial. Polynomial is one of the very important topic in mathematics, especially for the students of class 9th and 10th. So polynomial is an expression which consists of variables and coefficients and is of the form a0 x to the power 0 plus a1 x to the power 1 plus a2 x to the power 2 and so on till an x to the power n. So here polynomial is not a single term, it is a combination of two terms where poly is a prefix which means more than one and nominal which means terms. So polynomial in simple word I can say it's the combination of terms. So here it is the combination of two terms. I can say in more simple language, which means it is a combination of constants and variables. So here in the expression which I have mentioned here, you can see a0, a1, a3 till an. These are what? These are constants. Constants are the numbers whose values are fixed, like the real numbers which we use like 1, 2, 3. But in that, there will only come integers and natural number. It will never be decimal numbers. It can also be root numbers. And on the other hand, this x to the power 0, x to the power 1, x to the power 2 till x to the power n, these are the variables. So variables are kind of terms whose value keeps on changing, which means here x is not a single value. Its value can change according to our wish. Means we can add any value to it, any number to it, its value gets changed. That's why these are variables. So here I have written in the definition as well, it consists of variable and the coefficient. So coefficient is nothing but the constant, the term which is multiplied with the variable. X is nothing but coefficients, that is constant coefficient. So in the second line I have mentioned that a polynomial is an algebraic expression. So here algebraic means a kind of expression which consists of many algebraic operations which we do very frequently in our daily life, like the multiplication, the addition or the subtraction. It will never be division. It will only be multiplication, addition and subtraction. So you can see that here a0 and x to the power 0, they are multiplied together. And we write this term as together. That's why we don't mention multiplication sign here. So keep this thing in mind, you need not to mention multiplication, we write them together. But all these terms, they are binded together by this addition operation, that is addition sign, and make it a complete expression. Here n is a natural number. It can be according to your wish, whether what number you want in the expression, whether it can be 0, it can be 1, and according to the powers the expression keeps on changing. So let's see some examples to get more insight about this topic. So here I've taken 3 examples of polynomial, 3 expressions here. So the first one is 2x plus 1, second one is 4x to the power 2 plus 3x plus 1, third one is 3x to the power 3 plus 2. So now you see the difference is not in the constant term, but the difference is in the variable term. The variable term keeps on changing. Like in the first one, you can see there is no power on the x. That means it doesn't mean that it doesn't have any power. If any variable has no power, that means it has power 1. Because you know that if you add 1 as a power, it will not make changes to the expression. That's why we don't mention 1. Because it doesn't make any change to the expression. It will keep be same like this, 2x plus 1, or whether it is 2x to the power 1 plus 1. It doesn't change the expression. That's why we don't mention it. So here the variable here with the power 1 in the first polynomial, and in second polynomial you see they are 2 variables you can see with different powers. That first 3x with power 1 and the second 4x to the power 2 with power 2. And in the third one you can see there is a variable x with power 3. So here you can see that constant term can be any term, right? But the change which you can find in any polynomial is on the basis of the power which is on it. So on the basis of the power, we can have many different types of polynomials. So first, before coming to the types of polynomial, we just discuss the degree of polynomial, which is our next topic. So the degree of polynomial is the highest power raised to any variable in the expression, which means, like I have taken in the previous slide 3 examples of the polynomial. So when you see that in every polynomial there are different variables in terms of their power. Like in the first one we have 1 power 1, in the second one there was power 2 and 1, in the third one there was only power 3. So there will be many powers associated with variables, but the degree will only be the highest power, means the power which is the highest in that expression. So if you talk about the previous example, so in that, what is the degree of the polynomial in the first case? It would be 1, because there was only one variable, that's why it is 1. And in the second one there were 2 powers, 2 and 1, so the highest power is 2, so degree of the polynomial is also 2. And in the third example the power was 3, there's only power 3, so that means 3 is the degree of the polynomial. So on the basis of that, we can say that polynomial is of any degree starting from 0, and this how makes the types of polynomial. As of the degree changes, the polynomial changes and we come across a new polynomial. So let's talk about the types of polynomial on the basis of the degree of the polynomial. So in the types of polynomial, I have taken till 4 types of polynomials, because this much is sufficient according to the course for the class 9th and 10th. Only these type of polynomials you will come across in your mathematics books and in the questions. So let's first talk about the first type of polynomial, which is monomial. So why it is called monomial? Here mono is used as a prefix, which means 1. Means a polynomial which is of the degree 1 is said to be monomial. So in the example 2x plus 1, the highest degree here, or you can say the degree of the polynomial is 1, as if, because x is raised to the power 1, which we haven't mentioned here because it will not change the expression, that's why. So here the highest power, that is the degree, is 1, that's why it is said to be monomial. In the second type, which is quadratic. Quadratic means a polynomial which is of the degree 2, means a polynomial whose highest power is 2. So in the example you can see 4x to the power 2 plus 3x plus 1 has 2 powers. That is first 3x, where x is raised to the power 1, and 4x is to the power 2, where x is raised to the power 2. But I said degree of the polynomial means the highest power, means 2 is the highest power in this case, that's why this is said to be the quadratic polynomial. Third one is the cubic. As the term suggests, cubic means the degree must be 3. So here in example 3x to the power 3 plus 2, where 3 is the highest power and degree of the polynomial, that's why this is polynomial which is cubic. And the last one is biquadratic. So the biquadratic means 2 times quadratic, as if in case of quadratic the degree highest power was 2. So here biquadratic means the highest power will be 4, means a polynomial of the degree 4 is said to be biquadratic. So here in the example you can see there are so many degrees which is raised to different the variable the x, but the highest power will be 4. So that is the degree of this polynomial. That's why it's said to be biquadratic, a polynomial which is of the degree 4. So in today's video we have seen what is polynomial and some aspects related to the polynomials. And I would like to mark one thing, is that whatever the examples I have mentioned here, these all are the polynomials in just one variable, because there is only one variable x. It just the degree keeps on changing, but the variable is the same. That's why these all the polynomials are in one variable. They can be in very variables, but in the syllabus of class 9th and 10th, the students will only come across the polynomials in one variable. So this is the end of today's lecture. I hope you have understand this term well, and thanks for watching till the end. If you want, you can follow me on my social media accounts as well. The links I have mentioned in the description box. You can check from there and follow me on my social media accounts. And for today, that's it. We'll see you soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye.